Good morning. Just gonna make a quick video, just checking in, giving you all an update on my dad and my plans to go back to the Continental Divide Trail. But first, huge thanks to everybody who has reached out in one way or another about my dad, sent prayers, well wishes, good vibes, positive thoughts, whatever positivity you've sent this way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my dad is doing really well now. There was some rough time in there. Right now, tomorrow will be 3 weeks he's been in different hospitals. So he was in the regular hospital for 2 weeks. They did so many different tests, like even spinal taps and I don't know how many MRIs and CAT scans. Bottom line is he was diagnosed with a rare neurological condition that basically rendered him unable to walk and wasn't able to have really no control over the lower half of his body. They've done several treatments. He's doing really well now. Tomorrow will be 1 week, I think, that he's been in an inpatient rehab hospital. He's able to walk with a walker. He's getting like 3 hours of physical and occupational therapy every day. So he's doing pretty well. He's pretty much made a lot of progress in the last several days, and we anticipate he'll probably be released from the rehab facility this week and be able to come back home. So I think I don't know, anything with neurological situations, the doctors don't know and they don't want to tell you much because they don't know. So I don't know really a timeline for him to be fully able to walk without a walker and all that. But he's making really good progress, and I think it's probably sooner rather than later. So that has been amazing progress over the last week or so. So once he gets home and settled and back to normal routine and all, I plan to go back to the CDT this year. So I don't know that I'm going to have, I know I'm not going to have time to do the whole trail. I think the soonest I would be back on trail is like early to mid-ish July. So that would be best case scenario. So that would only leave, 2.5 months to get to Canada before October 1st, like when snow starts and the things in Glacier National Park are shut down and all that. So there's just not enough time because I have more than 2,000 miles left to go. I've only got to mile 800. So I've pivoted. My new goal for this year is to finish approximately half the trail. So what I'm hoping to be able to do is get back on the CDT within the next couple weeks and hike all of Colorado. Just because of logistics, a lot of these small remote towns, it's not easy or cheap to get to airports or get in and out of places. I got real lucky when I left Chama, and there was another hiker that just had a rental car. I was able to jump in a rental car that somebody had that was going to Denver, and that was like over a 5-hour drive. So I'll probably have to fly into Santa Fe and then get a ride the other couple hours back to Chama, the last town I was in, and then I'll have to hitch up to the pass, to Cumbres Pass. And probably what I would be planning to do is trying to hike to Steamboat Springs. That's the last town in Colorado. There's an airport and everything there for easy transportation to come back home after this hike. And then also I'd be able to get back there easily next season to resume my northbound hike. I thought about this a lot. I was trying to figure out, it may be possible if I did Colorado, then skip to the Canada border, then turn south, and then I was like in the middle of Wyoming when the snow started. So maybe that's possible, but I just don't want to rush it, and I don't want to overly complicate this trail any more than it already has been. So the plan for now, very much subject to change. There's a deer right in front of me looking at me. Very much subject to change, but will be to hike Colorado this season, come back next year to finish the trail. Now, I've had a lot of time sitting in a hospital room scheming. So I have lots of ideas for between now and then and cool things to do. So I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself and tell you all my other plans. But the thought would be for now, go hike Colorado. It will be a very solo experience because all the no-bows are well past where I'll be getting back on trail. There is a small chance that I have a friend that may come with me for all over part of this hike, but that's still kind of up in the air and in planning stages or talking stages. So I would probably get back home for a couple weeks after that hike, and then maybe have time this fall before it gets too cold in another less mountainous part of the country to get in a fall through hike, another trail that's on my list, a much shorter trail. But anyway, save all the rest of the plans for whenever the times are. For now, I just want y'all to know what's going on with my dad. Things are going really well, and I am planning and scheming and trying to figure out the easiest and cheapest ways to get back to trail and get half of the CDT done this year at least. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys back on the CDT soon.